Nobody expected Jimin to do this during practice. What began as another intense BTS rehearsal suddenly turned into a moment that left the room buzzing with attention. As the members worked through the choreography, Jimin introduced a subtle but striking movement that instantly changed the energy of the performance. It wasn't part of a grand stage show. There were no screaming fans, just a practice room, a group of world-class performers, and one unexpected moment that seemed to catch Jungkook and several other members completely off guard. The reactions that followed made fans look at the rehearsal in a completely different way. Inside the practice room, the atmosphere was exactly what fans would expect from BTS. Music echoed through the speakers while every member focused on perfecting each detail of the choreography. Rehearsals like these were never casual. Every step, every turn, and every transition mattered. The members had already repeated the same section countless times, determined to make every movement look effortless. Yet despite the intense focus, there was an unspoken understanding among them that creativity could emerge at any moment. It was during one of these repetitions that Jimin suddenly did something slightly different, and almost immediately the energy in the room shifted. What made the moment so surprising was not that Jimin performed the movement flawlessly. Everyone already expected that from him. Instead, it was the way he transformed a familiar sequence into something that looked entirely new. With a subtle adjustment to his timing and a graceful extension of his body, he created a visual effect that instantly stood out from the rest of the choreography. The move lasted only a few seconds, yet it seemed to capture everyone's attention. Even before the music reached the next beat, several members appeared to notice that something unusual had just happened. Among those watching was Jungkook. Known for his sharp eye and deep understanding of performance, he rarely missed the details that made a choreography special. As the sequence continued, his attention appeared drawn toward Jimin's execution of the move. It wasn't a reaction of confusion. It was the kind of reaction performers have when they witness a creative choice they didn't see coming. For a brief moment, Jungkook seemed less focused on his own movements and more interested in understanding exactly what Jimin had done. The remarkable thing about Jimin has always been his ability to blend technical precision with artistic expression. Many dancers can execute choreography correctly. Far fewer can make it feel alive. During rehearsals, Jimin often experiments with the emotional texture of a movement, searching for ways to make even the smallest gesture communicate something meaningful. That dedication was visible once again. The movement itself may not have been dramatic, but the feeling it created was impossible to ignore. As the rehearsal continued, the members ran through the section again. This time, everyone seemed slightly more aware of the moment that had captured their attention. The choreography remained the same, but the atmosphere felt different. Small smiles appeared. Quick glances were exchanged. It was the type of interaction that fans love, because it reveals how closely the members observe and learn from one another. Even after years of performing together, BTS still finds ways to surprise each other. What many people forget is that BTS's greatest performances are often shaped long before they reach the stage. The polished versions fans see during concerts are built from countless hours inside rehearsal rooms like this one. Those rooms are where ideas are tested, refined, and sometimes completely reinvented. Jimin's unexpected adjustment served as a reminder that creativity doesn't always arrive during the spotlight of a live performance. Sometimes it appears quietly during practice, witnessed only by the people sharing the room. For Jungkook, moments like these are particularly meaningful. Having trained and performed alongside Jimin for years, he understands better than almost anyone how much effort lies behind every detail. That is why even a small change can stand out. It reflects not only talent but also commitment. The ability to keep exploring new possibilities after years of success is one of the qualities that has helped BTS remain at the top for so long. As the rehearsal moved forward, the group's chemistry became increasingly visible. Rather than competing for attention, the members seemed energized by each other's creativity. One person's idea inspired another person's performance. One adjustment encouraged a new level of expression. The result was an environment where innovation felt natural. Jimin's movement may have started the conversation, but it quickly became a symbol of the collaborative spirit that defines BTS. Fans often focus on major performances, award shows, and stadium concerts. Yet some of the most fascinating moments happen when the cameras capture the process rather than the final result. Seeing Jungkook and the other members react to Jimin's unexpected choice offered a rare glimpse into how BTS operates behind the scenes. It showed genuine respect among artists who continue to challenge and inspire one another despite already achieving more than most performers could ever imagine. By the end of the rehearsal, the moment itself may have lasted only a few seconds, but its impact lingered. What began as an ordinary practice session had become a reminder of why BTS remains such a compelling group to watch. Talent alone does not create moments like these. They emerge from trust, dedication, and years of growing together as performers. In that practice room, Jimin demonstrated the creativity that fans admire, while Jungkook's reaction reflected the appreciation that exists between members who understand exactly how difficult it is to keep pushing artistic boundaries. And perhaps that's why this brief rehearsal moment continues to capture attention. It wasn't about a mistake, a dramatic announcement, or a viral headline. It was about witnessing the spark of creativity in real time. A single movement from Jimin was enough to change the atmosphere of the room, draw the attention of Jungkook and the other members, and remind fans that some of BTS's most memorable moments happen long before the lights come on and the concert begins. Behind every legendary performance is a rehearsal room filled with dedication, friendship, and unexpected moments like this one. And sometimes, those moments become just as unforgettable as the stage itself.